Have you ever wanted to put a Minotaur into play in Vintage? Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to do it a lot. Welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Chat and I have just spent a time together trying to find fun and interesting deck ideas for you. It was a brutal hour of my life. But we did it. We did it. We here and we have the Didgeridoo, and we are going to call forth some Minotaurs, Minotaurs, whatever the correct way to pronounce it is, in our Grixis Tinker deck. So we're going to play Grixis Tinker Saga, and in our flex slots, we're going to play 4 things you can get off of Saga and 8 large and powerful warriors. We got Morag, the Fury. This one's pretty good. This one takes extra combats. We got the Boros Battle Shaper from Ravnica. Things can't block and attack or something or whatever. And then we have Sethron, who is a general, and we get extra 2/3s, and we can make things have haste and menace. That one's pretty powerful. This Neheb is not supposed to be very good, but it is a mythic rare, so not bad. And then this Neheb is pretty good and only costs 4 mana, so maybe we can cast it. Are there anything else that we need to talk about? The one thing that actually changed because I originally was going to make this deck list a video at some point, and the problem I was having was I couldn't fit enough blue cards in the deck to make Force of Will happen. However, Lorien Revealed solves everyone's problems for everything in all of Vintage. So everyone say thank you, Lorien Revealed. We now get to play 8 red big warrior things. Okay, anyways, I have some Furies in the sideboard. That could be pretty cool. We could, pitch our guys, our dudes, and kill some mono white creatures. That's it. I think that's it. See you in round 1. Are you interested in weekly Vintage metagame recommendations? Do you want to see your deck list played on my channel? Or maybe you are just looking for the best way to support my Vintage content. Make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. Let's battle. All right, welcome to our league with definitely not Tinker. I have 7 restricted cards, and I am going to cast turn 1 Tinker. Let's do it. We're up against opponent who's been playing Painter Pio. We've played them a couple times now in videos, and they've had a couple 5-0s as well. All right. What is going on, chat? Our hand is blessed by the Vintage gods. All right. Well, I think what I'm supposed to do is play everything and then time walk. Play everything but Demonic Tutor and then time walk. And that way we play around, I don't know, magic cards or something. We don't even have to tinker. We can just hard cast it. Maybe we'll just draw it. Maybe we'll just cast the Minotaur. Who knows? I did lose the flip, though. All right. I will cast Demonic Tutor. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to just get the Citadel so that we don't even have to, like, play into anything, right? I mean, we have a mental misstep, but if we do get the Citadel, then we don't have the red mana to make the Minotaur after, right? So maybe it's better to just get Tinker. Because right now I tap and I make 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 6 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana, 9 mana. So I can play Tinker, and then if it gets countered, I can play this Minotaur. All right. I will cast Tinker. It also gets rid of this mana crypt for fun. Boom. All right, it got forced. Haha, it was a bait the whole time. Minotaur. Yes, my Tinker was a bait for my real mythic rare. The legendary Morog. Jeez. My opponent's just like, what just happened? I mean, this card's a 6/6. We should probably just hit this with a misstep. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if there's a main phase, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. Cool. That's not a land. Die. I hope we don't just get paintered and die here. Does this have trample? It does not have trample. Oh my gosh, no, it's happening. Lotus, Grindstone, kill me. All right, land, please. This is the worst game of Magic. Okay. All right. That could have gone worse. Can I please draw a land? This is so sad. No. No, they have force backup. You've got to be kidding me. We just lose. I had, what, 17 draws in my deck that were lands? I hate this game. I had 4 Lorien revealed and 13 more lands in my deck. Oh, boy. So let's bring in these Pyroblasts. My opponent always names blue. I swear, I've never seen them name not blue. Kind of off of these Spell Pierces. All right, this should be fine. Oh, maybe we need to bring in a Breed. Yeah, we should bring in a Breed. Yeah, they have like 1 or 2 POs in their deck or something. It's a very odd deck. It's like it's a Painter Grindstone deck that has some POs in it. Oh no, this has 4 POs now. In that case, Needle? I have a Needle. It's right here. Why do I need another Needle? Does this do a turn 1 Didgeridoo thing? I feel like it does, right? Okay. So we get the same one again, right? That's the good one. Didgeridoo. And if they counter it, we just next turn we go Lotus Morag. All right. Well, they didn't counter it, so Lotus. I can do this any time, right? Sick. They'll never see it coming. We've top decked a lot of mana. Or like we've started our hand with like 1 million restricted cards both games. It doesn't really get better than this. it actively just doesn't get better than what we've been doing. Our hands have been like Black Lotus Demonic double mocks in every single game. It's just something else. Tinka? Painter? Looks like Tinker. Maybe they'll go so low on Tinker that they died. Oh, okay. They're just gonna Pyroblast my Morag. What the bro? This is so brutal. I can't believe my opponent just always names blue, even when the opposing deck is red with Pyroblast. It's crazy. Whatever, you got me. Yeah, I know. They do it every time. I mean, maybe they turned on their own force. Like, theoretically, they had a force, but no other blue card or something. But it just feels like it doesn't seem like it's a choice. Like when I played Painter, I feel like I named white a lot. All right, I got a Morag. I'm gonna get Pyroblasted. It's just 100% to get Pyroblasted. There's no world in which this doesn't get Pyroblasted. All right, well, now all my cards are blue, so attack. I feel like we're definitely casting Brainstorm. A fetch land makes this thing like lethal, right? Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat after this phase. No, because then you can't get 2 combats with this, right? Oh, you could just crack it in the same plate? No. When do you crack it? We play it and you get an additional combat after this main. You just can stack 2 combats. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to I mean, they didn't Pyroblast me, so I'm just going to Brainstorm and try to find a fetch land. Like, Pyroblast. Okay. So I can go put these 2 back and go land second attack, and then I have Pyroblast as my last card. Yeah, I think we have. I agree. I think that's how it works. Right, exactly. That's what I was reading. It doesn't say anything about more main phases. So, all right. Well, I get another one. Wait. Oh wait. Now I get an untap. Okay. Ah. Okay. Wait. It goes back to here though. Do I get another main phase? I'll get an additional combat. So what happens if I play it first main? So after I block, it goes to end, right? Ah, okay. So now it's better if I just Pyroblast this thing now, right? Before my opponent untaps. They just have their own Pyroblast. They've just held it the whole time. My opponent's a god. They don't care. What if I had a fetch land opponent? This is why they get 5-0s and I don't. No, we're dead again. Just always name blue. No problem. Crazy. Like, I would win the game, right? If I had a fetch land instead of a land. If they pyro my creature and I pyro back. Like, not pyroing my creature at end of turn is like the most possible greedy thing ever, right? I'm not crazy. I've been bested in the arena of ideas. All right, here we go. We're up against Franco, who will probably be rooming with us for EU Eternal Weekend. So I would really like to beat him with Minotaurs. Okay, I have an Ancestral. I will keep. Ah, they have an Ancestral. They will keep. Even better. My opponent, I have drawn really, really well, and my opponents have just drawn better, which is, I guess, sad. They're a Wasteland deck? Oh, they have a Hull Breacher. Fantastic. Wait, so they put Wastelands in their Hull Breacher deck? Interesting. Yeah, I don't really have the luxury. I guess I could cycle Lorien here. Is that actually good? Not really, but I guess it's fine. No, I mean, if I draw Force of Will, it's better to have that in my hand. I drew the stupid Merchant Scroll that could be a Force of Will. I need to play around Hull Breacher and Bowmaster. The problem is if they Bowmaster here, like, I can't respond with Ancestral because they just... I think I just need to cast this now. And there's not going to be a good time. My opponent already resolved their Ancestral. I got him to use a Force of Will, so that's good. Don't think it's good enough, but... Teferi. That's not good for us. I guess our Minotaur is at instant speed, so maybe it's fine. All right, we have a Minotaur. That's nice. Does this Didgeridoo resolve? No, we get mental misstepped? Oh, no, they resolved. We got a Resolver. All right. I mean, if we get to use this, it's pretty good against a fairy. Tinker? All right, well, the game is over. Awesome. My opponents are just kicking my ass. They're just playing the good cards and kicking my ass. Fuck, man. Oh. Well, maybe they'll go too low, and then we can put some Minotaurs in play and kill them or something. What the... No! I can't even feel like that bad because it's not really like our deck is failing or anything. It's just our opponents are just murdering us with vintage cards. Like, I could be playing any deck and I would be getting my butt kicked by this. It's not like I don't have forces in my deck. I have 6 Force of Wills in my deck. Like, it's not really the deck's fault. Our opponents are just vintaging us, right? Am I crazy to think that? Maybe it's super copium. Just like incredible copium, probably. But like the cards that we would play that would beat the cards that they played we have them in our deck. We just didn't draw them, right? Like the cards that we would be playing instead of these cards are not that good. It's like we like have like a Time Vault and a Key or something, right? Like Hull Breachers or something. Like we've kind of executed our game plan in a lot of these games, and it's just our opponents have had Ancestral and Tinker. All right, now it's our turn to Tinker. Let's go. Do we just jam? Because like next turn, can we have Force of Will and Tinker? No, right? Because this makes 1, 2. No, you know what? We can threaten them with a Saga, right? So it's probably fine. Like if they wasteland this, then we have an opportunity to draw a blue card, right? I think this is better to hold here. I didn't wasteland us. They're just gonna cast a Lorien. They're just gonna cast a Lavinia. Oh, they're gonna fragmentize my. All right, well, Saga Gaming at its finest. Playing Saga is just pain. If this gets Spell Pierced, I'll be happy. Oh, okay. Yeah, Flusterstorm. Bro. What are we even doing with our life? Just, it's just so sad, man. Bro just had On-Color Moxen kill your Saga with Fragmentize, Flusterstorm your Tinker. We force it? Can we win the game if we force it? I mean, we have to force it. Awesome. Perfect. Fantastic. My opponent's not playing Daze. Their Esper Saga control or whatever. Two Fragmentize? Wait, they have Wastelands and Fragmentize? I guess they were just ready for Didgeridoo. You know, I just... It hurts a little, man. It hurts a little, you know? Like, Moo, I don't know. We spent an hour brewing this deck, and this is the reward we get. Didgeridoo lets us just put one in play if we draw it next turn. Didgeridoo into MINOTAUR. Why do I have both? Like, I didn't search for these underground seas, right? I didn't Lorien revealed for them. I didn't fetch for them. I just drew both underground seas. It's okay. It's fine. I'm the one with a sensei's top. All right, well, we'll go to the next one. All right, chat, this is our time. I believe. We'll draw Mana Crypt. We'll start putting monsters into play. Island. How can an island deck compete with the Didgeridoo? Show me your secrets. Force, Show and Tell, Oath, Strip Mine, Tropical Island, Citadel. You think they'll force my Didgeridoo? Honestly, if we Show and Tell a Minotaur in the same turn that we like Didgeridoo a Minotaur in, is it not good for us? Like, they play an Oath here, but can we not simply win? The problem is they have a Strip Mine. And we have to crack our land to get a Fury guy in. This Strip Mine's really bad for us. Who told Oath players to put a Strip Mine in their deck? Who did that? It was me. All right, well, whatever. I mean, we're just putting the Morog in play, right? And just trying to win. Right? Like, we're not just letting this happen, right? And doing nothing, right? I mean, we could just wait it out. If we put it in now, we don't guarantee another one on the next turn. All right, well, whatever. I think I'm supposed to let this happen. Yeah, that's my plan. Okay, good, nice, sweet. Wait, are we winning now? All right. So if we put in the Morag now, and then on the next turn we can Boros Battle Shaper and make it so they can't block. We don't need a land, right? We can just we don't need it right away. Pretty sure this is gonna work out for us. I mean, if we hit another land, it's great. Obviously. Oh, and they have to read the Minotaur. All right. All right, so first let's attack. I mean, we could just cast Citadel. I don't know if it's better than putting a Battle Shaper in play, though. It's just better for them to, like, get an Atraxa, right? And then we just put a Battle Shaper in play? Like, how are they beating that? We have a lethal attack. But if I play a Citadel and they have, like, they drew another counter spell, it's bad for us, right? And another land isn't even lethal. I mean, it does depend on if they, like, hit an Oko or Time Walk or something. But, like, this thing says each combat, one creature attacks or blocks, and up to one creature can't attack or block. So we just make it so the Atraxa can't attack or block. And then it's winning. My opponent went really deep to find an Atraxa there. They hit Beseiju. That's okay, though. They didn't really hit anything good off this. It's 6 lands, Show and Tell, Sensei's Top, Atraxa. They kind of hit really badly. We might just win with better creatures. Oh, I got rid of the cards that were in their hand. It was Show and Tell Force something. So they just chose Misty. They left everything else in their deck. What interesting. They chose Misty over Beseiju. Why don't they want top? That's very. I guess they just worried about milling out. I'm being kind of Mimi, obviously. All right, so are they gonna cast so if they cast Oko here, we do lose to Oko, right? Maybe not. I think we win. I think we win. Oh no, what is this? Time Walk? Demonic Tutor. That's fine. I think usually when you play Show and Tell, you don't run Blessing. I don't think it's very good. Just don't get as unlucky. So now I Minotaur out a Boros Battle Shaper and we attack and kill our opponent? No, wait, it doesn't do enough damage. No, it's each creature. It's each creature, right? At the beginning of each combat. Oh, which is just enough damage. All right, so choose up to one creature must attack or block. So no. How does this work? Up to one creature. And that, all right, so no, all right, whatever. I can make this one must attack, whatever. Up to one creature can't attack or block. No, it's each creature gets +1/+1, so it's already enough, right? Yeah, it's exactly enough. 20 damage. Holy, the deck is broken. What the? Oh, we did it. Yeah, you did call out that Battle Shaper beats Atraxa, and it did beat Atraxa. True. All right, so I'm gonna bring in these Pyroblasts. They're pretty good in this matchup. Cage looks like a nice one. Don't think we need a needle on Oko. Pyroblast coming in. Flusterstorm. I'd probably rather just have Spell Pierce. Mystical. We can take out Mystical and I don't know, the 4-mana one. Sure. I don't really think our deck is that bad, chat. It's a Grixis Tinker Shell. I would like to go 3-2, but we unfortunately got manhandled really badly in the first couple rounds, so maybe it's less likely now. I think this hand probably has to go back on the draw, unfortunately. On the play, I would snap this one off, but on the draw against Oath and Tell, they should be mulliganing to a turn 1 or turn 2 combo. This probably doesn't beat that. I kind of think this hand has to go back, assuming our opponent mulligans to a reasonable Oath starting hand, right? Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this hand. We have 6 forces in our deck. Oh, yes, that one. I choose that one. That's the one. Underground Sea Sapphire. Is that gonna get flashed on, maybe? Jet. Lotus. Oh, I should have played the Sapphire so I can get Spell Pierced. Oh, they have force. They had flash. I feel like I just let this get countered and then I'll eventually draw another mana source, right? This doesn't play into it does play into Mind Break Trap and stuff, but I feel like I'm okay with them going 2-for-1 on my Black Lotus when all I need is one more mana, and then I still have counter spells for their stuff, and it feels good to me. Pyroblast is officially not it, though. I can tell you that that draw was horrendous. Okay. They're just gonna show and tell. I think we're supposed to hold that. All right, both teams are anemic. What is happening? These are just not it. They're just not it. My opponent also has no green mana. Come on, man. Just because I don't want them to like have vigor killing Didgeridoo and Cage. I'd rather them invest mana into an Oath of Druids before I played it. I think playing a Cage out is like kind of bad. It like dissuades them from certain lines. This is an Oko. I mean, I think we're lost, unfortunately. If any of these first 4 draws here were a land, I think we're winning, but now I think we're lost, unfortunate. Very, very sad. This is going to be an Oko, I assume. And then we don't even have any, like, counterplay. I mean, I got Pyroblast, I guess. I was just Oath. All right, well, if they don't counter this... I mean, now I just really want to draw a Volcanic still. Lorien. Island is just... All right. Well, this is like the biggest punish for holding my Cage, for sure. But I also think if this Cage doesn't resolve anyways, we're probably lost. So, all right. Well, I have a Cage. I really was hoping we could like get a Volcanic going. I think they have an Oko is the real problem. Like exposing my Cage early to Oko when I have the ability to Pyroblast is just not good. Because now, like, obviously they don't get anything on their upkeep, right? But then if they just Oko, turn my thing into an elk, I'm once again on the back foot. I do have a Pyroblast for Atraxa with a trigger on the stack. If I draw a red source. Kind of needed to not be a Lorien red source so I can both Pyroblast and activate. Like, it's almost, the way they were tapping, it was almost assuredly always going to be Oko. And that really ruins everything. But we didn't draw the right land, so... All right, now we drew the right land. So this is still winnable game. I don't think I'm attacking Oko. No. Just gonna attack them. I guess they can swap me. All right, I will attack Oko once. And I'll attack them with this. And then my plan is to shoot the Atraxa with the trigger on the stack and then try to put in enough stuff that we win. Oh. I didn't really expect that. It's still winnable, right? If I give things menace. How much does it cost? 3? I really didn't expect this. It's very surprising. Why is everyone obsessed with Didgeridoo Morphon? Like, what? It's not even that cool. I don't get it. So if I draw a mana crypt and I put in my Morog and I activate this thing, I can still win this game, right? It doesn't really make your things easier to hardcast. That's not really what it does. It's just not the right set of draws. So I can give these things menace, killing Oko. Well, let's just do that. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by this stupid Sphinx, right? Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't really line up the way I would hoped it would have. Yeah, the Sphinx hit was really a problem. I was very surprised to see Sphinx, but I guess I am a red Minotaur deck, so maybe it makes some amount of sense. Did they board out some Atraxas or like? Hmm. So if we take a hit, they go to 21, they go to 20. What just happened? Oh, they had mental misstep. Fantastic. All right. Well, I mean, I have answers to Sphinx, right? I have Hercules or something. Do I want to play an answer to Sphinx? I guess it's a mystical target, a merchant's target, because it's fine. So I guess it's fine. Hmm. That was brutal. All right, what do I got? This hand looks sweet. I've got a turn one counterspell, untap with either Didgeridoo or Tinker Up. Wait, this hand is like kind of nice, right? Normally I would say yes, but like have it technically I can find it off Merchant Scroll and Mystical, so I think it's fine. So I can just go. I kind of want to hold the flood. Nah, I think I don't want to get strip mined randomly. All right, so I can play the Didgeridoo, and then why does this keep happening? Okay, it's fine. I think I let this happen because I want my spell pierce for their turn one, and I can tinker. Okay, this is okay. Oh, they just don't have a turn one. Definitely makes my play worse. I mean, I'm tinkering, right? Like, I swear to God, if I get Vigor with the stupid Saga trigger on the stack. Okay, all right, okay. If this doesn't work, if this works for the... Why is Saga like this, man? It's just so bad. So now I lose my... Oh. If this happens, I lose not only my land, but I also lose the artifact that I'm supposed to be tinkering off of. All right, well, that didn't happen. Good to know. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tinker for a Citadel, and the top card's gonna be a stupid cage. That's what's gonna happen. Sapphire. Yeah, and they used force. They mulliganed. All right. We're still battling. Now, it's probably not even correct to tinker, right? It's better to just put a construct in play, get a didgeridoo. Doesn't really feel like this is a tinker line here. Try to find a force is what I really want to do. I could technically keep this Citadel. No, I can't. Let's just. I mean, I think this is just bad. These cards are not good. Kind of want just a force. Cage. All right. What is this? Oh. We're gonna get locoed? No code, O code? We're gonna get nothing. Alright, well. I am making the army. Better to just get a didgeridoo here, right? Well. How much mana do I have? I can have 5 mana. If I cast this cage before I tinker, it's kind of silly. I just don't think I'm casting tinker this game. I think I'm actually just making a construct, getting a didgeridoo, and playing a cage. I guess they can hardcast negation now. I feel like it's just not one of those games. This is a Urza Saga didn't die, so it easily wins the game kind of game, right? This is the Force of Vigor didn't resolve, and we win instead of the Force of Vigor resolves and we lose. Is this gonna be a hard cast Atraxa? They're one short. Is this a hard cast? This could be a hard cast Citadel at 12 with no land to give. I think they're just trying to cast Atraxa and they're short. So I need another artifact. I guess I can just tinker this cage away now if I think they have a hard cast. So I can tinker. Fuck, this is just. Okay. I guess I will not tinker my cage for a Bolus Citadel. That would be silly, Justin. Why would you do that? It's okay. We beat an Atraxa with a Battle Shaper, right? So even if they were to hit a land drop and play a Battle Shaper, or sorry, play an Atraxa, we would just didgeridoo in a Battle Shaper, make it so the Atraxa can't block and kill them anyways. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we got there. W. All right, our opponent has revealed Kahira. I don't know what exactly that means, but it makes me not want to keep this hand. I'm going to keep it anyways. Like, if it can't have Metamorphs in it, so it's not Jewel. I mean, it's got to be like either an Elemental deck or a... Should we just let this resolve? mean, it's probably not a creature, right? So I can probably let it resolve and counter whatever they have underneath it. Swear to God. Should get flusterstormed for my ignorance here. Time Walk, sure. Lotus Ancestral Time Walk, the power of the London Mulligan. Sure looks like it. All right. I'm just gonna go basic island, and then I think I'm still going to just Needle Wasteland. Obviously, the Wasteland can't kill my island, but it can kill all my other lands. All right. They were all in on Lotus Ancestral. We don't actually have anything going for us either. So that's fun. Compelling, high power, vintage Magic the Gathering. Classic vintage. Either you die on turn 1 or you play till turn 30. I still don't really know what my opponent's doing because they've only played restricted cards and shown me Kahira, Cat, Elemental, Nightmare, Dinosaur, Beast. Or probably more likely just no creatures, right? Or just like just Solitudes or something. Yeah, I mean, Land Soul Ring's pretty good from here. Definitely, I'm jealous. Saga Time Walk is nuts. Just the straight up Nutter Butters. Can I draw a land or a Moxen off of it? Could. It's possible. And we get to see their hand. Cheating. Show me. Yeah, so it's elementals. So there's Kahira, Ephemerate, Risen Reef, and Endurance. I did not draw the land, actually, which is quite bad. If we can draw a mana source for turn, we can get the Didgeridoo going. I mean, maybe it's better to just get a Black Lotus and cast one of these things. What does this do? This combination, you discard your hand and draw that many cards and add mana. What? This card is nuts. This is a real Magic card? This card's sweet. What is this? When it deals combat damage to a player, you may discard any number of cards in your hand. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana, and you don't lose this mana. I should just cast this, right? It seems really good on this board. And I have Spell Pierce Force. And I can just like discard some of this nonsense. My opponent. He's such a memer. This is just, you know, your classic vintage staple in the Nahib Dreadhorde Champion. Was this a commander card? I feel like I've never seen this card. What is this? Why are you memeing me when you're playing Smoke Braider? I think I just force it, actually. I'm actually just gonna get rid of this Spell Pierce so I can draw another blue card if I want. All right. All right, chat. How many cards are we discarding here? I feel like it's Force, Citadel, Morog. And then if we hit a land, we can play Zethron. All right, I'm going to do it. Force, Citadel, Morog. Done. Hit a land, cast Zethron. The other Neb. Boom. Okay, I'm kind of having fun. When it works, it's really fun. Look at my board, chat. Where else do you see this? Oh, they hit the white source. How much damage this thing's do? If I hit a land, I can give them menace. And it's almost lethal. Yeah, the elemental deck, unfortunately, has abysmal mana. I've tried building the elementals deck a few times. Wait, that was kind of nice. I have this card is pretty strong actually. It's like it's a big dude and it's trampling and it draws cards and it makes mana. Like I should be playing more of this card. Someone said that. And I yelled at them and played this guy instead, but I will admit my mistake. I was wrong. All right, we're bringing in Furies this time. Spell Pierces out, Mystical out, Needle out, Furies in, submit. I swear we can go 3-2. The first two losses were flukes. Unlucky situation. Bad variance. This deck is broken. Look at this. Atraxa has nothing on the Boros Battle Shaper. I told my opponent that my tribe the Minotaurs are greater than the elementals. True story. Better creature type. There's no didgeridoo for elementals. Chat, you really think this deck is bad? It's not that bad, right? Like, you just cut the 12 worst cards out of Grixis. It's not that big a deal. And it has synergy. Didgeridoo comes off of the Saga. It's really not that bad. Keep. Arid Mesa. Damn, we are deep. Show me your secrets. Fury, Endurance, Ephemerate, Solitude, Plateau, Cavern of Souls. Bruh. These forces look real bad against Cavern of Souls. Let's go get one of them volcanic islands. All right, I just need to draw another volcanic somehow. And then I can play my thing. This deck's broken, chat. And then I can hard cast my Fury with my Nahib mana. Let's go. Oh, wait. This deck is so good. What were we thinking? This deck is just the truth. You better read it. It's a zombie Minotaur warrior. I've lost all my mana crypt flips. Wait, this is gonna let me cast Lorien? Did they draw a white card? Are they gonna Solitude Ephemerate? No. I get 4 red mana? It's broken. Ah, yes! Let's go! I want to Ancestral into another Minotaur. I have 3 floating mana. No! No! My 3 floating red mana! Alright, fine. I don't have any more Minotaur. It's so sad. I really need to tinker away my mana crypt before it kills me, though. This is... Oh, so they have Ephemerate. So I should just force this, right? There's, like, really no reason to not just force this. I'm surprised they didn't do this in combat to stop me from getting my mana. It feels like this was kind of odd. No. We have a Citadel. But we've lost so many mana crypt flips in this game that it's not very good here. Ooh, they drew a mana crypt. Does that mean they can hard cast Fury? That doesn't matter though, right? Cause they put the Kahira in hand. Okay. All right, so their hand is Fury, Endurance, Ephemerate, Kahira. So they can play it and Ephemerate it. Doesn't really do much though. So what do we do here? Do we just vamp for Time Walk? And then post main, we go Tinker, Citadel, Time Walk. Hopefully, if we have enough mana. Yeah. We don't have a Time Walk. We used our Time Walk. So what would we do? I don't even know. We can get a Morag and then Tinker and then I don't know what that does. I guess we just get another Minotaur. That's all we really have left in our deck, huh? We don't have a land to like take an extra turn or anything. All right, our deck is just broken. Confirmed. All right, here we go. 5th and final round, Vintage League. Can we get the Modern 5-0, also known as going 3-2? I have nothing. No fin. Mulligan. Okay, all right, okay. This is doable. Let's get rid of this Vamp Tutor. I guess I would rather go Saga Didgeridoo. Would I? I don't know. Saga Didgeridoo, your go. Your move. Will they counter my Didgeridoo? Are you scared of Minotaurs? True? False? No, they're not scared. Foolish. Foolish choice. You should be scared. Island Preordain? Island Preordain? Who's playing Island Preordain in 2023? A Doomsday player? Time Walk? That's nuts here. Let's go. Time Walk gives us Tinker mana. They might counter it. It's pretty good Time Walk. Yeah, they're going to force it. Sweet. That's a big win for us too. Next turn we can do the same thing. Force pitching Lavinia. So they're a Lavinia Preordain deck. Does that mean they're beans? Might be beaning. Up to the beanstalk, as it were. All right. Island, Tundra, Lavinia. Second Lavinia here is real good. Hopefully that's not the... All right. Well, the Tinker plan is off, chat. New plan, find a Minotaur. 2 Lavinias is too many Lavinias. So I draw my card for turn. Then I put the... Can we be serious? Cast this Brainstorm. What? No lands, no Minotaurs? What do we do? How could this have gone worse? There shouldn't be any preordains in Tinker Initiative. This was like the worst possible outcome, right? Like, we just have to get the Mana Crypt, and or I guess we get the Soul Ring, and then we hope to... I mean, maybe we just get Sensei's Top and try to spin into something. Is spinning into something better than just getting a Soul Ring and hoping to draw a creature? Probably not. Well, let's just get a Soul Ring and then activate this for fun. No, I don't actually have one. Sorry. I just wanted you to be scared. All right. Well, if we draw Minotaurs, I think we're pretty okay in this game. If we don't draw Minotaurs, I do believe we are going to lose. The second Lavinia was the strongest Lavinia. My stupid Force of Negation doesn't counter Lavinia. Oh no, they have Wastelands in this deck. It's got to be Beans, right? So now even if I draw a Minotaur, I also need to draw a land, which I did. Wait, now we're cooking though, because now I can cast Mental Misstep. I can Mystical for Ancestral. Now we're cooking. All right, okay. No shot. 0%er. Thank you. All right, this is still winnable. It is still winnable. I'm going to just natural draw here. Looking for a Minotaur. Drew a Needle. I guess we can just Needle Wasteland, right? Wasteland. Why did we ever put Force back over the never castable Mox? Because Force is never castable. What? They're both never castable. We're never hitting 3 lands in this game. It's not worth worrying about. Oh. Yeah. They're Beans and they drew one of their 2 oofs. All right. It's bad. It's very bad. We don't have any answers, right, in the main? It's kind of unfortunate because there's really not that many of these cards in their deck that hurt us so badly, but... But yeah, this... I mean, these are the cards that beat us, so... Oh, they have... All right, awesome. All right, let's go next. Unfortunately, my opponent has hit the correct answers to beat the Didgeridoo. I guess we get to bring in a break. I don't even like. I guess Pyroblast kills the Ethereal Forger, so it's pretty good. I feel like this is not a Tinker matchup. I'm just gonna get the Tinker out of the deck. I also don't really feel like it's a negation matchup. The negations look pretty bad. I think I'd rather even have Flusterstorm. Mystical looks pretty garbage. Maybe we should just play Needle. This Mystical is so bad. The Spell Pierces are terrible. Fury gets countered by Lavinia, yeah. They don't... I think I might still bring in Furies anyways. Just like some Furies. Can still hard cast it. Kills Oof. I feel like it's better than Mystical. This is probably fine. Oh, it's bad. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. But like I said, like Collector Oof there was pretty brutal. Yeah, I can't imagine that Bant Beanstalk is a good matchup for this kind of deck. It looks really rough. Maybe you play more strip. I don't know. The Pyroblast should help. We've actually played a league where Pyroblast was unironically quite good. The people we've played against, like we played against Okos and Lavinias and Ethereal Forgers and Painter, and the Pyroblasts have actually been really good this league. Maybe Renee is on the right path, and Grixis Hullbreacher is the next best deck to play into the new meta. Could be true. Just play 4 Hullbreachers, some Pyroblasts. Might be good. I guess it kind of depends on how long Jewel stays part of the meta, right? All right, I'm on the play this time, or maybe I keep. I'm on the play. I have a Saga, a Force. Oh, I guess I don't have a Tinker in my deck anymore, though. That's kind of unfortunate. This hand is definitely looking for a Tinker. It's always pretty crazy, the big difference between Negation and Force of Will. They're such similar cards, but sometimes it's just so bad. Opponent played Caracas? Did I leave in a needle, chat? I feel like I did leave in a needle, but I just don't know if it's good enough anymore. This feels like our natural counter, huh? It just kind of feels like this matchup is really bad for us. This deck slaps. It's just a rough matchup. We are 2-2. And our first 2 losses were to Ancestral Recall. Every deck loses that card. I just don't know how, like, what's our sequencing here that's going to get us out of this game? Like, if we get a Didgeridoo, we don't have any mana, and we can't even keep things. I mean, this thing makes a Minotaur every time it enters, so it's not even like it's that bad. What is this? This is Hardcast Vigor? Oh, this is Nature's Claim. Uh, kind of need that not to be happening. Perfect. All right, well, and they have an island cycle. It just feels like I don't know. It just lines up really badly versus what my opponent's doing. Oh, I should probably have not redrawn my top. The problem is I don't have any mana anymore. Even if I vamp, I can't get something that's like 3 mana right away, right? I can only get a mana crypt, so I don't even, vamping's not even good here. I don't even have force up. This is just doomed, right? My opponent plays like a Lavinia or a Collector Roof here, and we just have no recourse. I should probably have vamped away this Sensei's top and just gotten a land or a mana crypt or something like that. Maybe that's the answer. I mean, and if they Collector Roof me, it's not the answer, but... Alright, getting Lavinia. I mean, we technically could just Pyroblast it, so maybe the answer is just vamp for a land here. Wasteland is more common because Lorien Reveal allows your deck to play more colorless lands. Almost all decks in Vintage are playing Wasteland now because of Lorien Revealed. There are very few decks that are not playing Wasteland, which has kind of led to a really nice downtick in Bazaar, which has been really fun. But yeah. Basically, the control decks all have Wastelands, and then like the only decks that don't have Wastelands are like really dedicated combo decks. I mean, the good news is if we hit a land and we start putting this thing into play, it makes 2/3s, and my opponent is like deck is not very good against 2/3s. Oh god, is it a freaking? It's a stupid whale, man. I used my Pyroblast on. I just used my Pyroblast on a Lavinia, and now they have a whale. And now I draw Force. And I didn't draw a land, and I can't activate my Didgeridoo. This stinks. This stinks. So I put the C on top. Draw the C. Play the C for turn. Then next turn I draw my top again, but I put in a Sethron. And the turn after that I draw an Ancestral and get a land, and I can put in the Sethron again. The problem is they're just going to like bring back this Nature's Claim and claim my Didgeridoo, right? It's so bad. I mean, they have the thing that bounces this, so it's not really like they need to do it, but... All right, Force Pitch Force as a resolve. Yeah, this match has been excruciating. Like the first two matches were kind of fun still because they were such crazy blowouts. Like but this is like playing against a control deck with your meme deck is usually not ideal for the content. But it's okay. It happens. All right. The good news is we're gonna get some Minotaurs. The bad news is they just bounce them every time, but we'll get some leftovers, some 2/3s. We also have an Ancestral underneath our Sensei Stop. Oh, they also have to leave open their Caracas every turn. They went 2 top on their Preordain. That's wild. I guess this gets to bring back Lorien for a land or Probe for a card. This card is really solid. The Whale, Spell Whale. It's pretty impressive. I think it made sense at the time to Pyroblast Lavinia while they were tapped out of Caracas, but maybe I was too greedy. They're gonna get their land drop. Oh god, they're killing another whale. Oh, they have a... What? Come on, man! Alright, the good news is they tapped out of Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm. So we get a 2/3. And then we can Ancestral. Yeah. I didn't think I guess I didn't know they had a Caracas, but maybe I should have run another Needle. Oh, they have a Force after all of this? All right, so we have a land on top. All right, I'll just concede. This is not going to be very fun for us, and we're just going to get ground out and die in like 30 turns. So I guess 5 turns, considering we have 14 health. But all in all, this actually worked about as well or better than expected. I think the whole idea of Saga into a Didgeridoo and pay 3 mana for a large Minotaur kind of is pretty sweet. And all of our Minotaurs performed admirably. This one drew us cards, made us mana. It was sweet. This one let us hard cast Lorien. This one made it menace and haste and extra things, and then this one, well, I kind of didn't really get to take as many extra combats as I wanted because I just didn't draw lands, but it was still pretty solid. And then the Boros turned off on Atraxa, so all the boys got in there and they did the thing. So actually, pretty cool. These cards are, you know, strong enough. They'll win the game. But yeah, thanks for watching. More fun, interesting vintage content on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.